For MOS Finals, we have Ryan Dale versus Justin Woodman.
Now Ryan is playing Infernoids and Justin is playing Harpies. This is a matchup that none of us predicted was going to happen. We all thought Necros was going to be in the finals, but nope, it's Harpies versus Infernoids.
I'm very surprised about the Harpies. Justin Woodman, he's a long-time player, very good player. Same with Ryan. I think they both have equal amount of experience. And I'm sure you guys already know who Ryan is. He's been in a lot of our videos in MOS Alpha Series.
Yeah, I have the pleasure of playing with Justin or playing against Justin and Ryan for a pretty long time. They've been playing for, has to be at least 7 years plus.
Oh yeah.
And they're both players who like to play off-meta decks with crazy techs to beat meta decks. They're very smart players and should be well respected for coming here into the finals.
Well, Snake Eyes versus 8.
So Woodsman definitely wins the dice roll.
It's his choice.
And for instance, you probably want to go, I would say you want to go second so you don't get the extra card for them to mill.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Justin called yet.
Looks
like he's going first. He wants to set up against Infernoids.
Sets 4. Now, what do we want to know about the matchup here?
Well, Infernoids actually don't play much back row, although looking at Ryan's build, he does play some back row. I think he plays Mistake in the main board, I guess for that Necros hate, which would actually come in handy in this matchup.
Opens with a reasoning. This could be big, could be small, could decide the game right away. Mills a card trooper.
Right in the
card trooper.
Oh, it looks like Justin called 3 too, so he just got nothing from that.
And a charge of a Light Brigade has been played. Mills another charge, a Dark Hole, and a Harmadic.
Oh, he wishes he played that charge first.
Yeah, probably. That does affect it quite a bit. You're changing fate.
I guess he should have played the charge first, because then he would have got the Light Sworn and lowered his count. But I mean, it might have killed him, so...
Now, Harpies do run Harpies Hunting Ground, but Justin Woodman's build is only running 2 copies.
Yeah, so he wants to lower the limit, so he searched a Raiden, and it got torrentialed right off the bat.
I'm sorry about the middle card glare on the left side. There's a light right on top of Ryan.
Yeah, there wasn't much we could do. It was at 11 p.m., so we weren't really paying attention. Sorry about that. But it looks like Justin's game plan is to really just stop the mills. He torrentialed Raiden right away without even thinking about it. He really wants to stop the mills and I guess rush him down, but unfortunately he doesn't have that many monsters in his hand.
So Woodman just set another card and passed his turn. Another Raiden.
Ooh.
So I guess there's no reasoning.
That's a second Raiden. He's going to want to deal with it right away. It's a Book of Moon.
Pretty good. Mills ain't happening. So there will be no end phase milled from Raiden as well. That's a double mill stop right there.
Yeah. So Justin, actually, a card that would be really good in this matchup is Vanity's Emptiness. Unfortunately, it's at 1, and he can't search it, so he's going to want to really... If he draws it, he's going to want to play it right. So he summons Harpy Queen and swings over the Raiden, and sets another back row.
I remember that Woodman had his build with Curry Bandits.
Yeah, he played Curry Bandits to mill into Harpist and get Hysteric Party or Sign.
Oh, Satsumis gets into the graveyard along with
that's a card trooper that has been summoned, which is really ideal in this case because he'll be able to get to mill 3 and then ram into the Harpy Queen.
It's pretty good. Now, all those mistakes in Ryan's deck will play a key role into stopping Hysteric Sign from getting searches.
Yeah, and Harpy Harpist. Now, Harpy Harpist is a really good card in the Harpy deck. It was recently released, and the most important effect is when it's sent to the graveyard, similar to Exix Saber Dark Soul, it'll search
a 1500 attack or lower level 4 Wing Beast.
Right. And it's important to note that actually, if it gets banished from the grave before the end phase, he won't be able to get that search. But I've watched a lot of Woodsman's games.
Oh, Satsumis swings into a Mirror Force now. Ooh, pretty good.
That's unfortunate, but he gets to draw off the card trooper. Yeah, but I managed to watch a lot of Woodman's games, and what he would do is he would make Love of All Chain, rest in peace, it's been bad now, and dump the Harpist so that he keeps the engine going.
That's actually very smart.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then the Curry Bandit gets to dig further into the deck too, so if he mills a Harpist with it, pretty good.
Oh, so it looks like the Harpy Queen has been Regeki'd.
Ryan sets 1.
Ryan is really reading the fact that Justin doesn't have anything anymore. Maybe he won't top deck into a monster and
I see a
save
Book of
some life
Eclipse.
points.
Oh, he just passes his turn. I guess he realized how unsafe it is to actually set cards against Harpies.
Yeah, you don't want to set your Book of Eclipse. You want to save it, really.
Both players just passing turn, just collecting cards to combo off.
Yeah, Justin's really looking for some monsters.
I wonder how he's going to break through.
Really. Ryan is looking for more reasonings. His reasonings this tournament were on point, except for the very first one for this game, which milled nothing, essentially. But his reasoning so far was insane. All the reasonings I saw him do were like 15 cards, and it was nuts.
You can check out all the other videos with Ryan just in our channel.
Just milling his deck out. I think one time I saw him mill to 2 cards in the deck, and he had to win within 2 turns.
I believe he just summoned a card. That glare is getting in the way. It's a Septimus.
Yeah.
Septimus attacks. Since it did not attack a monster, it will not banish anything.
Yeah, Justin's back row looks pretty dead at the moment. I'm guessing there's a hysteric party in there.
Yeah, I hear he won a lot of his games through partying.
Oh, yeah.
Brought the party to the club.
Yeah, I saw him defeat one of the better Necros players in Vancouver with a massive hysteric party. I think it was a 5-monster hysteric party.
Oh, that's
and
instant
it just
game.
ended the game right there. It was nuts. So Justin definitely deserves to be sitting in this position. And he's making sure he's checking all his cards to make sure he makes the right decision.
Well, Ryan's running low on resources. He's banished quite a few cards without getting a serious mill into the graveyard.
Yeah, he needs to draw into some reasonings or charge of light brigades or even a light swarm monster at this point to get his engine going again.
Justin Woodman uses a Wing Blast.
Phoenix Wing Blast, dumping a hysteric party to the grave.
And banishes a chain. Wow, a chain of a hysteric party, throwing hysteric sign. Hysteric sign was sent from the hand, so end phase, Woodman will be getting a 3-card search.
Right.
That was a very interesting chain. That was a good chain.
That was a very good play on his part.
Oh, Woodman has gone off as a harpist, a queen, and a channeler so far. Yes, confirmed.
So Ryan's going to really want to make a gigantic push this turn in hopes of ending the game before he can use those extra cards that he's gotten. I wonder what that last face down is. If it's something like Emptiness, the game is over. But I doubt it because he hasn't been playing it.
He does have a Book of Eclipse.
Yeah.
It can block one hit, but then if he actually blocks the hit, Woodman is going to get a massive advantage by drawing a lot of cards.
Summon the Channeler. I don't know if he'll want to be able to book this.
Burial.
It's another very good card in this Infernoid deck. It lets you put 3 removed from graveyard cards back into the graveyard.
Literally, it is a play opener. If your hand was dead, you can top deck this. It immediately reopens the game for you.
Yeah, it pretty much gives you one free monster like a Septimus or any big Infernoid that's banished 2+ in the graveyard. That's what Burial will open up for you, and I guess this is a great card for him to have in the hand, or what if you've drawn into it. Looks like Woodsman is confirming which cards and what options he can have.
So Onanku is like on top of the graveyard. Maybe Woodman runs like a DD Crow.
Well, he'd have to crow it right away because they're all inherent summons. They just come out from the grave. Kind of like something like Blackluster Soldier or Chaos Sorcerer, but it's from the grave. Really weird how that mechanic works. But then again, Infernoids have lots of weird mechanics. Their summoning restrictions, their abilities to summon from the grave only for their big ones. It's really weird. If you have time, make sure you read out on Infernoids. You don't want to get soft cheated by players playing Infernoids because they have a lot of funny restrictions that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah. Alright. Septimus, once again.
One of the better Infernoids.
Yeah, it's the one where if it attacks a monster, it will just keep... it'll have an effect to banish a card on the field.
Yeah.
And it does not target.
Yeah, and that Harpy Queen, definitely the best candidate. He's going to want to banish that last back row
after
destroying the Harpy Queen, of course. Yep.
It's vanished.
What is
It's
it?
gone.
It is
Mind
Mind
Crush.
Crush. Ooh.
Not sure how good that would be. I don't think the Infernoids actually search anything.
Yeah, it's definitely the Necros tech that these players have been playing to get this far into this tournament.
Main deck Mind Crush.
Yeah.
I
So
hate that feeling.
It's interesting that we're seeing some suboptimal techs in this matchup just because of Necros. But smart players, they know how to build their decks. Woodman's turn now.
He did take
he's
a
got
bit of
lot of
damage.
options.
He did take a bit of damage from the Setsumus swing. Now Setsumus is 26. None of the Harpy monsters by base can run this over.
Yeah, he's got the Channeler, so he has XYZ plays for sure. He might even want to dump a Zephyrus. So a play he can actually do is Channeler and then dump the Queen to get... Well, actually, no. He can use Queen to search Hunting Ground, summon Channeler, pop Ryan's face down, dump the Harpist to summon another Harpy, overlay for Lava Vault Chain, dump a Zephyrus into the graveyard, and then bounce the Hysteric party back into his hand, and then the Harpist will recover a card from the deck in the end phase to fuel that Hysteric party. So that's a really great play.
Yeah, that could be what's happening right now. Oh, no.
He didn't play
The Book of Eclipse.
He didn't play Hunting Ground. But it didn't matter anyways. It was Book of Eclipse.
That minimized the amount of draws that Woodman would get and prevented an attack from even happening.
Yeah, this is actually really important for Ryan here.
And
but he gets a draw. Curious that... Does Book of Eclipse...
A Reasoning top deck. Reasoning has been just everywhere.
Justin is panicking now. He's quickly checking the grave to see what he wants to call, which number is the least possibility. He really doesn't want to see any big mills, but there's actually, if I remember, there's 2 Raidens in the graveyard.
Card Troopers? Oh my god.
Yeah,
the mill chance is just...
So, I know he plays a Lumina, I think. 1 Lumina.
No, he's going off.
And 1 more Card Trooper, so there's really only 2 more options in the deck.
He's going
that's
ham.
a lot of Infernoids.
Deviati's in there. Big guys.
It's looking incredibly good.
Oh, there's the Lumina. There's that Lumina. It's not coming out.
Yeah,
I
he
think
called 3.
Woodman would know what to call.
But it's looking incredibly grim for Woodman. At that point, the reasoning doesn't even matter.
The grave has been fueled.
He has unlimited monster options now, and he's going to look to kill Woodman this turn.
If he goes for a Tondal, so he can get the double swing, hit 28 through.
Tons of damage.
Deviati. Oh my god. And the Setsumus. That's a ton of levels down there.
That's a
Tondal, Setsumus, and it's game right there.
That was disgusting.
What a crazy mill.
So Ryan takes game 1.
And now we move on to game 2. So we're going to game 2 with Woodman losing the first game. Ryan that reasoning last game was quite insane. Definitely was the MVP card.
MVP card of the Infernoid deck.
Yeah.
Doesn't even say Infernoid on it. Well, Woodman's actually going to look to go first, I think. He's probably side into stuff like Imperial or Iron Wall.
Starts off with a Hysteric Sign, getting a Elegant Egotist search.
Very standard opening. They definitely play 3.
Yeah, Hysteric Sign is
signs.
I find Hysteric Sign kind of like a broken card, even though the deck is not, tier 1.
It was broken a couple formats ago.
Which was it? Fire Fist.
In Fire Fist form.
Yeah, the Fire Fist, Mermail, Bujin format.
Oh, so we're going to see the Harpist Lava Vault Chain play here, I believe. He's going to overlay the Harpy Queen and the Harpy Lady 1, I think, into Lava Vault Chain.
Too bad, rest in peace, because you are now banned. Clownblades aren't going to be happy about that.
A lot of players are not happy about that. Yeah, there's the Harpy Harpist. Great play for this Harpy deck. And it's not going to get banished because it's not even Ryan's turn yet. So he's going to be able to secure that engine and keep the game going.
If there's a Hysteric Party, it's getting fueled right now. Channel add to hand. Hitting that Lava Vault Chain in the ban list did suck a lot for a lot of tier 2 decks.
Yeah, tier 2 rogue decks. It's really painful for them. But hopefully Konami unbans some really good cards like Stratos or Infernity Archfiend back into the game now that Lava Vault Chain has been banned.
So Eclipse has been drawn into Ryan's hand.
It's weird that he chose to keep it in.
I would keep it because it makes all your levels 0. Remember, if they're all face down, he can make bigger summons. Like normal summons a monster. Effect.
I feel like it's
Mill.
Raiden.
No, it's a card trooper.
It's a card trooper.
Mills and a Tondel.
And a Regeki. Seems like Regeki and Vanity's Empties always gets milled by the Infernoid player.
Is that a dark hole as well? Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, board
Lots of
destruction.
removal.
Board destruction gone.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. Oh, banish 1. Summons out Petrulia. Now, I know one card Petrulia is not hitting.
Definitely not that hysteric sign.
Petrulia has 1800 attack, so it can crash into the level vault chain at the very least. But there's also that card trooper, so not necessary.
Yeah, he's definitely just going to use the card trooper to run over the chain. Plus, if it's a mirror force, the card trooper can draw, which is also another plus.
So pop a card first, see what happens. Yep.
I'm just going to use it on the summon.
Going for the card closest to the deck. Can this card attack? After using the effect is what Justin is thinking.
Oh,
Breakthrough
skill. Oh, he's going to choose to break through
Card Trooper.
Card Trooper, so he can't run it over. Oh, Monster Gate. Oh, no. Emptiness, please?
Deviati. Okay, Burial's gone.
Oh, the second reasoning is gone. Oh, sorry, reasoning is gone.
Okay, this doesn't matter, man. There's like 5 monsters.
Oh, and the Void Seer. Jeez. Oh,
6.
No.
Nope. And Card Trooper's coming back.
Just the icing on the cake. He gets 5, I think close to 5 Infernoids monster and a Card Trooper to mill.
Galaxy Cyclone, Fiend Comedian.
It's
okay.
Sideboard.
Get rid of that Fiend Comedian.
Doesn't matter at this point. You don't need it.
Okay, so the levels on the board now is 6.
That is a disgusting mill.
You can summon at most 1 monster.
Yeah, I think I've discussed this with Ryan, and I believe our conversation led us to say that Reasoning or Monster Gate should really only net you around 7 to 8 card mills. Anything more than that would be considered nuts, essentially. It would just be absurd. The probability is getting pretty high now, and I think he definitely milled more than 7 to 8 cards there.
Oh. Harmadic has been summoned. Well, the total level now on the board is 9.
Yeah, so he can't summon anymore.
But he can overlay.
It doesn't matter, though.
If he overlays, he can open. Open plays.
I feel like Infernoids is actually not a OTK deck. It's more of like a control deck with tons of resources in the grave. It's weird because usually graveyard-dependent decks are OTK or combo-based, but Infernoids seem like a control.
He's going for the overlay.
Yeah, but it's Dante.
Dante Mill.
That's some
MST, SMS, and
Mills'
the second Fiend Comedian. 1. Oh, is he going for a big one? Yeah, he's going for a 3. He's going for a 3. Is he gonna?
So he only has 6.
No, it's 2
stars on the board.
A Tondel has been summoned. Attack.
Okay, so a Tondel's going to do a ton of damage this turn and bring Justin
28
to
on top
very,
of whatever
very
he just hit. 1028. That Card Trooper has been. That's not a Card Trooper. That's Dante's. That's 25.
Yeah, Dante and Card Trooper on the side.
So it's an. Oh, what's happening here? Hysteric Party, the chump block.
Now, was that game?
Hysteric Party is pretty good, especially with Harpist. Like, if you bring the Harpist back and put it back into the. After chump blocks a hit, you get to search into the card.
I was looking awfully close to game. I think Justin had to Hysteric Party there to not die.
So on the second attack of a Tondel, Hysteric Party got played.
Yeah.
So there was 1,000 damage that went through, and then Hysteric Party got played. So 1,000 damage total. Close call. Really close call.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage. Looking at 1,000.
Oh, but he banished the Harpist, so Woodman would not get a search.
Ooh.
Well played. Well played. It doesn't really matter because Ryan can refuel. his
Yeah, he
graveyard.
could easily just make another Infernoid right now, so he has that DD Crow effect on Justin's turn.
That Dante though, well, Dante is just gonna make more mills. Card Trooper make more mills, but Ryan has to be careful not to overmill now, since he did get a ton of cards in the
Yeah,
graveyard.
but I feel like he still has 10 plus cards in his deck. He doesn't have to worry yet. Maybe if Justin is able to pull out a comeback here and really get his board developed and maybe stop Ryan from putting so many monsters on the board with a card like Emptiness. But I feel like it's
Woodman
looking
adds
very grim.
3 cards: Harpist, Dancer, and I think that was a Queen. Was that a Queen?
Yes, it was a Queen.
Okay.
So he draws.
Queen's going off.
Hunting ground because
Hunting ground.
Ryan actually has a face down. It's not mistake because he would have mistaked the Queen. Might be a Book of Eclipse. Could be Book of Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse wouldn't be bad.
The Dancer.
Oh, he's popping Hysteric Sign first.
Oh.
No, that's a good play. At least you're gonna get something, alright?
Yeah, if he gets Book of Eclipse, he still has the ability to.
Yeah, it's a Book of
Yeah, it's
Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse.
Book
That
is
was a
happening.
smart play by Justin, actually. Because now his engine is still going, and his next turn, if he gets one, is very much alive. But it's not
Dude.
looking like it, since Book of Eclipse will keep all of Ryan's cards face down, and then
He can make a
he
big
can flip it if
push.
he chooses, but he won't, because he can put a bunch of Infernoids monsters on the board and then flip them all face up.
Yeah, and one of them being a Dante. Dante has 2,500 defense. Very hard to run over.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage Justin is staring down in the next turn, and I think Ryan's actually calculating out how much damage he needs for lethal, which shouldn't be much with only one Dancer face down.
If only there was a
face down.
piercing Infernoid monster.
I don't think he even needs it at this point.
But if there was, it would be pretty broken.
Pretty sure he can easily put over 8,000
Well, go for a
damage on the
if he
board.
goes for a Tondal to swing over it, so he's guaranteed another 28 on top.
Yeah.
And then with that Card
Dante
Trooper
25,
and
Card Trooper
Dante,
19.
that's pretty much close to game, especially when he can put more monsters on
Yeah,
board
he can put
before
another
that.
monster too. Another Infernoid monster. Maybe a really big one. Oh, he is going to mill some more cards.
Charge of the Light Brigade.
Oh, I'm surprised he actually still has a Lightsworn monster.
Lila, maybe?
Ooh. That would be really safe, actually.
Nope, goes for the Raiden. So he's gonna go with the mills.
You can actually summon the Raiden and then flip Card Trooper and make something
Synchro.
like Michael, the Arc Lightsworn, and then banish. the
That's
face
pretty
down.
good.
Yeah, so similar to a Lila, and he wouldn't care if he gets bottomless or anything because he could just flood his board out.
Well, he would start with the Card Trooper mill. Just be safe. Nope, he's actually just going off right now.
Okay.
Those two. It's the Atondal.
I would be afraid of Mirror Force right now.
His Burial was milled. So
Yeah, he can't play the Infernoid that will pop the face down from the grave. It has to be in his hand, so he can't pop it.
He just sent one to the grave, and I think he's going to put more. 2. Is he searching for... Oh, 3. I think he's wiping the board with a
He
Deviati.
is making Deviati.
Deviati Heavy Storm.
So goodbye, Mirror Force.
Unless it's a breakthrough skill. But if it's a breakthrough skill, you're dead.
Goodbye, your face down. That matters. What is Woodman's last card?
Wing
Ooh,
Blast.
Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Ooh.
Pretty good.
Well, he's got the hand size to deal with it or play it.
But the thing is, there's still a ton of damage on board.
Yeah, it's looking.
There's 20...
Even if you Wing Blast the Deviati, I'm pretty sure he has plenty of monsters in the graveyard to deal with.
I think the Atondal has to go.
The Tondal?
Yes. With Deviati on board, he can't put any more monsters.
Oh, you're right. So he can flip the Card Trooper and then flip the Dante.
Like, even with, like those two, I don't think he can
Yeah, he'll be
stop
able to
anymore.
survive. Right.
But he can survive. Atondal has to go.
Does he have Void Seer? Nope, not Void. No Void Seers in hand, so he's gonna tribute it right away, so he doesn't top
Gets
deck
rid
it.
of the Harpist. Oh, flip,
Dante,
flip.
Card Trooper. He's
Card
gonna
Trooper
mill.
is going to be the start. No, he's
gonna
counting.
mill?
He's counting
No,
cards.
He should not mill.
He's really low. Maybe he'll only do... I think he's going. Oh, there's
I think he
3.
might just do Card Trooper. Oh, no, he's going all in. Nope.
2 cards left in deck.
There's 2 cards and Voidseer. I think that's the last Voidseer.
Now the Raiden.
Oh, he's normal summon
do
Raiden.
it with style. Mill the last cards.
No way. What if he has like Scrap Iron Scarecrow or Swift Scarecrow or something?
Then we'll go into game 3.
I would not do it. There's no point.
Win with style.
There's no point. I
Mill.
think he should have lethal
Mill.
anyways. Oh no.
No, he is synchroing into. Oh, he's still doing with style.
Ancient Sacred Wyvern.
A Sacred Wyvern. And that Wyvern will be attacking for a ton of damage per game. That's game.
Rad Ryan 5Ds is able to win the first ever MST Open Series Alpha.
Congratulations. This is your immortalized moment. Of how you did it. Rad Ryan actually got almost his full journey recorded.
Yeah, this tournament has really just been Ryan's ride through MST.TV Open Series. Well, the Imperial Iron Wall's there. You can see that Justin started but didn't draw. It would have been great. Unfortunately, he didn't see it. Yu-Gi-Oh's just like that sometimes. But Ryan...
There's his prize pin set of our first series of pins.
And I think that's the first ever MST.TV Open Series champion pin. One of a kind at the moment. And Justin gets a top 8 pin.
Of course, mats. Ryan gets a mat. And he also gets his prize. This is really good.
Yeah,
so,
Stronghold, I think that's a $100 gift certificate to Stronghold Magic and Games. Thank you very much, Stronghold, for letting us host this tournament. They have been really gracious, and if you're in the Vancouver area, make sure you check them out.
So that Trishula mat that just definitely got unbanned.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Don't forget to check out Rad Ryan's channel. Rad Ryan 5Ds is his channel name.
Yeah.
And
he definitely posts some interesting deck profiles. He has a lot of non-meta ideas. So if you're into that, make sure you check him out.
And well, I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked this video and you liked our series of videos, please give us a like.
If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe.
And as always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV.